Okay. Hello and welcome. Everyone's doing well today. We're going to be continuing with Pool of Radiance today. Yes, we had like a break of like 2, maybe 3 days. I think it was just 2. But I wanted to sort out the issues I was having with streaming, and they're sorted, so we can get back to Pool of Radiance. I've been wanting to continue on with it. Last time, let's see, just checking my notes here. We were clearing out Koval Mansion of thieves, and I thought we had done so. However, apparently there's still more thieves to clear out from within there. So maybe we'll just continue getting random encounters there until we're able to, until we don't get any more. Until there's no more thieves standing inside of the mansion. I think it was saved under A. That looks correct. Since the saves aren't labeled in any way, I always try to save like the most recent one on A, but sometimes if I'm in the middle or something, I might not. Because I don't want to save on A if my party isn't anything but tip-top shape. Okay, also, I think at the end of last time, Scampers went up a level. Elspeth certainly went up a level, and we actually now have access to the Fireball spell, which we'll be able to make good use of. Let's see, cast. Well, we've got Haste memorized at the moment, not Fireball, because Haste is a better party buff. That's right, but we do have Fireball as a 3rd level spell down there. We've actually got a few others we could scribe, but I'm going to wait until we get Egrim up to level 5 as well. Then I can sort of divvy the spells up across both of them. Though I think we've got another Haste and Fireball for Egrim to memorize as well. And we'll be able to... when Egrim levels up, we'll be able to get him to memorize a 3rd level spell for free. Which will... it might be one of those. I mean, Haste and Fireball, I believe, are kind of the most useful ones out of that. I went through all the spells at 3rd level, pardon me, last time. Let me just refresh my memory what they all are. Because a number of the spells are very situational, whereas Haste and Fireball are, you know, we're going to be using those pretty much all the time. Because who doesn't like chucking fireballs around the place? And who doesn't like making your party twice as fast and being able to attack twice as quickly? Let's see. Spells. It is... there's 3rd level cleric spells. 3rd level mage spells. So there's blink, random teleports, I believe. I don't tend to want my mages to be moved from where they are, because if they move somewhere else, I can't protect them. Dispel magic, maybe. The way it apparently works in Pool of Radiance, where it possibly has the ability to remove enchantments from magical items, really puts me off using it. Because I don't get an area of effect sort of zone where the spell works, and I think it's got quite a large range. And I don't want to accidentally hit one of my characters and find out that they're like, you know, +4 suit of plate mail has turned into just a normal suit of plate mail. That's apparently what it does. It's not really the you know, oh, there's a mage. I'm gonna remove his defenses by casting Dispel Magic on him. It's not really like that. Though you can do that, but it's got other side effects. Fireball, of course, haste, hold person. But from what I'm reading here, it's only slightly better than the cleric spell. It's like 1 to 4 people can be affected, and the duration is 2 rounds per level of caster. But I think the clerical spell is basically exactly the same, except it's 3 people every time you cast it, rather than 1 to 4. So, better cleric. The cleric spell, I think, is better. Invisibility, 10-foot radius. Could be useful to get a first round off of, you know, avoiding damage from anyone. Maybe. everyone affected by it stays invisible or comes out of it normally, which is when they attack. If the caster, however, ends their invisibility, it ends for everyone. And Lightning Bolt, which I'll definitely want, but I don't have a scroll with it, and we weren't given the option to memorize it. I'll level up. That's going to be interesting to use. Because Lightning Bolt deals a lot of damage, and it bounces off walls. And it's going to be interesting to see how the game calculates the Lightning Bolt bouncing off walls. Protection from evil, 10-foot radius. That will be pretty good. Especially if we go up against a lot of evil monsters. And pretty much all monsters are evil. I don't know whether it specifies, like, there's a specific level of evil. Like, orcs are evil, I'm pretty sure. So are kobolds and goblins and ogres and gnolls and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure they're evil. Things are very black and white in early D&D. I know undead are naturally evil, so that would help us with that. I think it increases. I think it gives us a better AC and by 2, and I think it gives us a +2 to any saving throws caused by evil creatures. Ooh. I just realized my pop filter wasn't in place. I'm just yakking and I'm not looking even in front of my face. Come on. Sit there. There we go. Okay. Protection from normal missiles. That'll be useful. Keeps the target touch range from being harmed by non-magic missiles for 1 turn per level of caster. Can a caster cast it on themselves? I mean, they're technically within touch range, but when it says something like touch range, it always makes it seem like you have to cast it on someone else. Because you can't target yourself. That could be useful. Mages tend to be the targets of arrows, though. Or the cleric. Slow. Combat spell affects 1 person per level of caster. You can cast it on unwilling targets, but they get a saving throw. They move at half their normal distance. It's effectively reverse haste. You can also cast slow to negate the effects of haste. And that's all the spells. Okay. So yeah, out of those, Lightning Bolt, protection from evil, 10-foot radius. I think those are probably the most useful ones. And what were we going to do this time? We were going to go to, I think, Valhingen Graveyard, because we had just gotten a sword given to us. And they were saying, things at the graveyard have gotten worse. So could you please go over there and deal with it? So we got given this, they said, we'll give you this magical sword if you'll go and deal with the graveyard. And we're like, okay. So we got given this 2-handed sword +1, +3 versus undead. Which is very nice. And we'll probably equip Belagar with that. So we can carve through the undead. Yes, and we'll probably give his +2 shield to Irala. Maybe Volkmar? No, definitely Irala. I'll put him up to to 0, but he won't be able to use the shield while he's wielding the longsword. 2-handed sword. So yeah, we won't be going to turns out, after all that, we won't be going to the thief mansion. We'll be going to the graveyard. We should be able to deal with that. It's got to be full of ghouls, isn't it? Ugh. And we can't put undead to sleep. I might have to rest outside of the graveyard. Hopefully it's going to be a lot of zombies and skeletons. That'll be less problematic. And we'll be able to turn them with Volkmar. Okay. Here we go. Leave. And I want to go. We have to go all the way around. You surprise a group of merchants. Okay, let me just turn the cycles down. Parley. The merchants greet you, and you exchange pleasantries. The merchants then leave, and you continue on your way. Okay. I'm always hoping I can trade with them. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to, like, attack them. You're surprised by a group of kobolds. Parley. abusive. You convince the kobolds that you are not worth the effort. Or something like that. I mean, we've got better things to do than... You surprise a group of nomads. Parley. Nomads greet you and you exchange pleasantries. Yeah, the nomads aren't our enemies. They are rather pleasant people all up. Okay, so I just save and we'll go into the northern... We'll just go into the graveyard. You are on the north edge of the city. Will you enter the northern city gates or enter the graveyard? Graveyard. The sky darkens. Fierce gusts of wind howl past and the ground shakes as peals of thunder rock the land. The swirling murk hides what lies ahead. Until an explosion of lightning reveals the nightmare scene of a graveyard turned upside down. I see eyes in the distance. So lovely. And gravestones everywhere. Ew, it got dark very quickly. I gotta turn the cycles down, because it seems like there's gonna be a lot of dialogue. That's not a wall. No, they're not walls, they're just gravestones. Come on. What are we looking for particularly here? Something which is causing the undead to rise, I believe. Oh. Hello. It's a skeleton. A small army of skeletons rushes from the tower. Okay, there's a tower here, apparently. Ooh, that is a small army. Well. They're all just, 5 hit point skeletons. Let me turn the cycles up. Okay, turn. Be gone. Okay. Cast. I want to cast haste now. I mean, they're just skeletons. We should be able to deal with this. Guard. Durton. Ooh, you can cast, turn as well. That's right, because you're a, cleric as well. There we go. Twice the turning. Yeah. Oh, we killed one. Destroyed one? Like the little red eyes of the skeletons. Scampers, you're now wielding a short sword because it's slightly better than your long sword. Because it's +2, and you've got a higher chance to hit. Supposedly a higher chance to hit. Okay, you dealt 3 damage there. Ah! I did a wrong. You should equip you with the longsword. Though, considering the skeletons, the longsword +1, +3 versus undead is not necessarily the best option because, you know, undead, skeletons have a resistance to slashing. Better to use maces and blunt weapons against them. Because you can't really cut bone. Well, you can, but, you know, it's easier to crush it. Okay. View, eye, unequip your longsword, unequip your shield, equip your two-handed sword, and we can't give the shield to Irala. That's fine. And you miss. You have an awesomely powerful sword. Well, a reasonably powerful sword. Ah, there you go. It's going to start bad-mouthing you. And then you decided to, show me up. There we go. Stab. We've got this corridor effectively blocked off from our mages. We get a free shot whenever they try and move away from us, which is quite nice since we turned all the ones near us. Are they actually trying to go around? No, they're not. They're just going around. What do I want to do with you? Guard. Ow. Well, one skeleton went off. I'm going to move you forward and attack, but you missed. Miss. Miss. They're fleeing off the map. That's quite good. Hit him. Punch that skeleton. I think he's equipped with a flail or something. Or a mace. Bonk. Well, that was 4 points of damage. Guard. Stab. Punch. Bam. There we go. Ow. They're slowly making their way off the map. Guard again. And yeah, attack there. There we go. Ow. Oh, hang on. Wham. There we go. Ow. What's their Thaco? 19. Well, fine. Every now and then they'll just roll a 20 and hit us. To be expected. Maybe it's good to do like a turn once and then wait a few turns and do the next turn. So that you sort of affect the ones near you after the ones which were turned to fled. You can go there and guard. Because I don't know whether you can do turn undead multiple times during a combat. It's sort of just an ability which you activate in other games. And I think you have to concentrate on turning. I think it deactivates if you attack, but in this it seems like it's just a passive thing which goes on. Or it goes off once and then that's that. There we go. Bam! Another one down. Guard. You may as well attack the one with 1 hit point left. A guaranteed kill. Go. Guard. Bam! And there. There we go. Teamwork! Aha! Ow. God. Oh, miss. Miss. Hit. Maybe a skeleton will come up and try and hit you. Stab. Miss. Hit. 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 There we go. And there's one more. Miss. Hit. Hit. Hey, there we go. Okay. We got injured slightly from that. Who's most injured? Irala. Cast. Cure light wounds and try to heal like 6 hit points. 4. Oh. No, don't continue battle. 54 experience points. Yay. They drop nothing. Noxious fumes pour from the tower doorway, making it impossible to see inside. Okay. Let's save under C and not go in there just yet. So I'll leave a note on the map here. T. Tower. Okay. Let me just clear that. Put it here. T. Tower. Since it apparently only shows up like that if I put it on a square where we've actually explored. Nope. All skeletons. You have managed to sneak up on some skeletons. Combat. That is not some skeletons, that is a lot of skeletons. Again. Guard. Turn. That was only 6. Go here and guard. Go there. Guard. Attack the one above you, and you hit for 2. You hit for at least 5. Good. Guard. Aha! Every one we kill is one we won't have to, One by one we thin the horde. Let's say that. Every one we kill is one which we won't have to kill later on. Such words of wisdom. I mean, they're already dead. Aha! God. I'm gonna move you up and attack. That way you're just blocking off the passage there a little bit more. God. I don't want these things near my mages. Like that. Mages can kind of look after themselves. They are armed with quarterstaves, which are blunt instruments. It seems like the AI is just focused on going for the nearest target. Turn. You miss. Come on. Oh, you hit one. You hit another one? Hooray! It seems like it's a random number of, skeletons you actually turn. I think each one of them has to actually make a roll to see whether they're turned, and that's sort of why it's varying so much. Because most of them are making the saving throw versus being turned. Go. Would be nice if we could attack several of the skeletons every time. Swing. I mean, we can against kobolds. And kobolds have like 4 hit points? I'm surprised we're not actually doing that, considering we're like level 5 now. Bonk. Ow. Bonk. There we go. Hey! Hey! There we go. Little by little we thin the undead horde. There we go. Guard. Guard. Hit. Done. Guard. Miss. Very important that you miss. That's, oh, is it? I guess I'll try and miss more often. Please don't. Durton is like down below half health. And I don't want to lose him. I'm gonna move too far there. Okay. And you can help him. He needs it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I kind of want to heal Durton. We can heal him out of combat. Nope. 57 experience. Yay. And we didn't get anything. Okay. Volkmar. Actually, yeah, Durton, you can cast Cure Light Wounds on yourself. Boink. And another one. Boink. We may as well. Can't heal if you're dead. Right. Let's go this way. That's a wall. Okay. I'm hoping skeletons are about the worst thing we'll come across in here. Most likely it's not. Okay, do I want to leave and rest up and come back? We've gone around this initial area, though there's a little hallway down here, I think, which we didn't go through. Areas I don't think reset if you leave. No, they don't. Or at least other areas haven't reset. Yeah. Okay. Leave. Move up. Camp. C. No. Volkmar. Magic. Cast. Cure Light Wounds. Cure Irala. Durton. Cast. Cure Light Wounds. Cast it on Balagar. We go. And I don't know whether we can cast Hold Person on Undead. I mean, again, technically they're a humanoid shape, but there's quite a bit of a difference between them and living people. Okay, well, we'll do the whole healing up song and dance. Cast Cure Light Wounds on Irala. And another one. Got 1 hit point missing. And Scampers. And Scampers has 1 hit point missing. Cast. No, don't cast. There we go. Okay. Volkmar, cast a Cure Light Wounds on Scampers. And cast a Cure Light Wounds on Durton. Hey! There we go. We're all healed up. Memorize. 2 acute light wounds. Yes. Do I want to memorize other spells? Chances of needing sleep. Probably quite low. What do we have memorized? We have 1 sleep memorized. I'm kind of fine with leaving at least 1 sleep, just in case. So I think I will remove that sleep there. Stinking Cloud also isn't very useful. Because, undead don't breathe, funnily enough. However, it's just the thing is, like, I don't know whether we'll just come up against undead. Memorize. Magic Missile, what have we got here? Detective Visibility, Mirror Image. Stinking Cloud. Detective Visibility might be useful. I think I'll learn one of those. So, Elspeth. Cast a Stinking Cloud. Yes, cast both of them. And memorize Magic Missile, a Detective Visibility. 2 Detective Visibilities. There we go. Because some undead can be invisible. Or, I've sort of said this before, some creatures which can be around, which tend to be paired with undead in these games, namely like shadows and all that, are sort of invisible. So casting Detective Visibility on them helps with fighting them. And we have fought some wraiths and so on. Was it a wraith? No. What was the ghostly people attacking? Okay, there we go. We searched through that entire area without any further combat. That's nice. Go up here. What's in here? Nothing! Just a ruined crypt or something. What about this one? Ooh! The Enclave is guarded by a skeleton army! Wow. That's smaller than the small army we fought off. This is more like a warband. Skeletal ambush. Don't think we'd even need to turn them. I mean, turning would help stop ones next to us from actually hitting us because they'd be busy trying to flee, but go here. Ow. Turn. You turned 1. Fantastic. Oh, and he attacks us anyway. Ow. Ow. Damn you. I'm gonna punch you. Okay. The two-handed sword we have, really it just makes it easier to hit the undead. It doesn't have like any on-contact destroy undead or anything like that. I suppose you can imagine it that the two-handed sword has been blessed in such a way that it's actively seeks out the undead while you're swinging it to connect. Or it makes it easier to see the undead? I don't know. Ow. Stop poking me! I'll poke you back. There we go. Raleigh, you can sit behind there. Guard. 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 Aha! Guard. Do skeletons have morale? I don't know whether they flee if a lot of their companions get cut down. 40 experience points. Yay. And we don't get anything. Okay. Camp. C. No. And let's continue on. No more undead armies? Okay. You find a giant skeleton. Oh, wow. Okay. You mean a giant skeleton or a giant skeleton? Like a skeleton of a giant? Or just a big normal skeleton? That is a giant skeleton. Giant skeleton. 28 out of 28 hit points. Scores are 19, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Saves are 11, 12, 13, 13, 14. AC is 2. Thaco is 15. Okay, okay. That's pretty good AC for it. 1 attack per round. 4d6 plus 0. Wow. Okay, so that's a maximum of 24 hit points it can hit you with. In 1 attack. It's rolling 4d6s there. So it's anything between, what, 4 and 26. That's a large damage variable. Stab it! Stab it in the knees! Cast Magic Missile. This is a bigger threat. Pow! Hey, we dealt 7 points of damage to it. If you move there and turn it, it is still undead. Maybe we can turn it. Or not. Pow! Bam! Dean? I'm gonna guard with you. You can move to here. Stab. Punch. Everyone pile in. And try and hit it. Exit, cast, magic missile. Bam! 6 hit points left. 1 more magic missile should finish it off. Bam! 5. Well, it hasn't hit us yet. Stab, dead. Hooray! And it didn't hit us once. Oh. That was quite something. We're gonna have to leave, rest, and heal up. Hey! We got 38 experience points. Less than what we'd get for all those skeletons. Ooh, there's a short bow. I'm going to bet that's magical, so we'll just take it. And you can't take it, Volkmar. You're overloaded. There we go. We can't identify it right now, but I'm going to bet that it's magical, so I'm not going to bother casting Detect Magic on it. Because Detect Magic won't tell us anything other than, is it magical? Well, it won't tell us if it's got any effects on it. And since we've been finding some cursed items, I'm not going to try and equip it to find out what it does. Okay, do I want to leave, get more magic missiles, and come back? Pardon me. And continue going through here. Oh, it looks like there's the end over here. Look. You find a marble chest. Open it? Sure. The party has found treasure. Whoa! Each character receives 4,367 experience points. Hey, Durton went up a level too. Ingram's gone up a level. Ta-da! Take the money. Not that much stuff. 69 gold. 10 gems. 12 jewelry. And 28 silver. That's like 1 gold and a bit. Irala. Ooh, clerical scroll with 2 spells. Volkmar, you can take these. We're overloaded. Okay, well, Irala, you can hold on to them for the moment. We're overloaded as well. Like, thank you. Exit. That was pretty good. I'm gonna save. Though I would have liked some magic user scrolls, not just clerical scrolls. Look. Nothing there. Look. Nothing there. Look. Nothing here. Look. Nothing here. Okay. Let's go down to this tower. I'm gonna leave again and come back. Actually. You know. It's a good habit to stay into. It just makes things easier. Magic. Cast. Cure light wounds. Because you never know. Or I never know, because I haven't played this before. When disaster is going to strike. So it's better that we're fully prepared for anything which might go up against. Cure light wounds. Scampers 1. And another one on Durton. There we go. Memorize. Cure light wounds, cure light wounds. Exit. Because Egrim needs to memorize a spell. Magic missile. Yes. Elspeth. Magic missile. Yes. And rest. Rudely interrupted. Spot a group of nomads. Ugh. Nomads, go away. I mean, thank you for visiting, but I was trying to memorize my spells. There we go. I mean, it's easy enough. Okay. Thank you. Right. Save. B. No. And go back into the graveyard. Oh. Very spooky. Let's go down to here. You find some undead. That's some zombies. Wait. Both sides wait. Advance. Advance. Ooh. Hey, look at that. Parlay? Nice. They don't listen. Okay. Since they didn't attack us, I suppose they're just so mindless they didn't really attack us until we were right on top of them. Then like, oh, people. Okay, these are just zombies. Yep, they're just zombies. I mean, I say just zombies. They're got twice as many hit points as skeletons. But we turned them all the same. Stab. Oh yeah, dead. Oh yeah. Chop. No, the holy light of... I don't know which god Volkmar worships apart from Sigmar. By Sigmar, begone, foul undead abominations. We'll just sit here, wait for them to all flee off the map. God, 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 God. The way is blocked. Are they just going to sit at the bottom there? You keep saying that it's blocked, so it seems like they are just going to sit around there. Okay, we've got to chase them down. God. Yeah, they're not able to flee off the bottom of the map there. Oh, dumb zombie. And I just had the memory resurface of the really annoying zombies in Neverwinter Nights. Not the normal zombies which you'd fought all over the place because of the plague. The tougher ones. What was it? There was that guy who was like, apparently he was turned into a tougher undead or something like that. When you're in the city. And he's like a zombie warrior or something like that. And he had like a disease cloud around him or something. Which drained all your strength and all that. Ugh. Such a pain. God. 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 There we go. Oh, God. Okay, good, good. Yeah, they're not even bothering to attack us. It's like, let's flee! Ow. Unless I do a maneuver where we, get hit by a zombie because I'm moving out of its control zone. Well. And there we go. Nope. 62 experience points. Bit more than the skeletons. Exit. There's no loot. Camp. Save. B. That went pretty well. Yeah. Scamper's only got hit for 1 hit point. Wow. If it hadn't been for my foolish move there, we would have taken no damage at all during that battle. Been perfect. But it wasn't. Okay, another crypt here. Look. Don't discover anything. What about here? Nothing. I'm going to leave going into that tower until later. Seems like a bad business zone. Okay. Ooh. All around the tower, piles of hair and fur cover the area. Oh, this is the tower? Okay, that's the tower. I thought the tower was this down here, but apparently this is it. The tower doors swing open and a small army of zombies shuffles out. Okay, this is the tower door here. They've shuffled out this way. Guard. Hack. Guard. Chop. Slice. Chop. I'm pretty sure zombies can't. Wait, what? Yeah, move to there. And turn. I'm pretty sure zombies can't disease you. You kind of expect them to be able to because they are a rotting corpse, but apparently any diseases they have aren't that bad. Anything bad about them is they're larger than normal hit points. Durton, you're level 5. Why are your hit points 26? Orcmar's got 39. Same level as you. Hey! Hold on. Got 1 hit point, lads. 3 zombies have 1 hit point, actually. You missed. Ow! Damn it. Every now and then it just seems like it's going to single out one person to constantly get hit. Hold on. Nice, nice. Thank you. I wonder where he was planning on fleeing to. Probably down. Go. Guard. And there. Guard. Well, I didn't really want campers to guard, but oh well, whatever. Ow. Thank you. Ow. We're just gonna wait for Volkmar and Durton to finish off the zombie. There we go. Okay, continue battle. No. 85 experience points. Hooray! That's actually more than the last fight. Maybe because we killed all of the zombies last time because they weren't able to flee. Encamp. C. No. So this is the tower. I suppose I'll remove this and put it up here then. T. Tower. Because that seems more likely, since it was right in front of a door. And it said zombies poured out of the tower. Unless there's two different towers. Who's building all these towers inside a graveyard? I suppose we'll go down and have a look at that other area, and then I'll probably leave, heal up, and come back again. Noxious fumes pour from the tower doorway. No, apparently this is a tower. Yeah, because it said a tower doorway. Let's go in. Tear at your throat as you crunch through piles of dried bones. Egrim is hit for 10 hit points. Elspeth is hit for 10 hit points. Durton is hit for 10 hit points. Jeez. Okay. And there's stairs leading up. Look. Nothing. Look. Nothing. There was absolutely nothing in there. No, nobody died, so let's leave and heal up and come back. Leave. Camp. Save. C. No. Magic. Cast. Cure light wounds on Balagar. Another one. Balagar. Cast. And on Nirala. And on Nirala. You can memorize Cure Light Wounds. Yes, and Volkmar can cast Cure Light Wounds. Go. Rudely interrupted. Surprise a group of kobolds. Parley. Abusive. You've insulted the kobolds. The kobolds immediately attack. Ugh. Hey, look at all the cacti. Guard. 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 Oh, they got bows? Some of them have got bows. They're just normal kobolds, though. I really, really don't want to fight you. Go away. Just want to rest and heal. Cast. Don't even know which ones have the bows. They're all exactly the same. Yeah, it's just some of them have got bows. Seriously, considering just reloading. Yeah, let's do it. Honestly, fighting a bunch of kobolds is not worth my time. We're not going to get much loot out of it, and we're not going to get much experience out of it. Okay, load, C. Okay, camp. Magic, cast. Good. I'll just reload Goldbox Companion again. That guy healed 1 hit point. That makes up for it. And Durton. On Balagar. On Irala. On Irala. Memorize. There we go. No, don't cast Curse. Cast in an Egrim. Nice. Elspeth. Not as nice. Cast on yourself. Oh, 3. 15. Okay, good. It'd be nice if something like Bless actually improved the effects of healing on characters. Like, oh, you know, Cure Light Wounds heals 1 to 8 hit points. However, if the target is blessed, it heals, I don't know, 3 to 12. Up it a little bit more. Bit of synergy between the spells. I don't know if there's any spells in AD&D which actually work together like that. Other than in extremely, like, you know, just complementary terms. Like, damn it. Like, invisibility and detect invisibility. Scampers, heal. Heal. And there we go. Okay. Nearly done. Rest. Cast. Cure Light Wounds. Elspeth. Go. And again. Nice. Memorize. Cure Light Wounds. And Durton. Cast. Cure Light Wounds on yourself. Okay. Exit. Memorize a Cure Light Wounds. Yes. Yes. Exit. Save on C. No. Rest. There we go. And there we go. Now we can go back into the graveyard. Okay, so we checked that tower at the bottom there, bro. Back to the graveyard. Okay, so we checked that tower at the bottom there with the noxious fumes. There wasn't anything in there of any value. Let's keep exploring the spooky graveyard. Ooh. Ooh, zombies! Zombies shuffle down the stairs. Oh no. That is a lot of zombies. Turn. That's not that many turned. Cast. Yeah, I'm gonna cast haste. Oh, they didn't cast it on everyone? Up, 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 up. That's better. Okay, so who's hasted? Belagar's hasted, so is Arala, so is Volkmar. Egrim is hasted, and Durton is hasted. Scampers and Elspeth, however, weren't hasted. Hasted means that they get to attack twice as fast, so we'll get an extra round with them. Help us cleave through these undead a bit faster. Also cast a prayer. It doesn't improve the speed of casting spells, however. Cast prayer. Nice. Nice. Hey. You only cast prayer on yourself. What about the rest of my party? That's like the second time I've used prayer and it only affected the person who cast it. Ow. Nice. They're all shuffling past Durton and he's getting free attacks off of them. You're gonna end up killing Egrim. It was a guaranteed hit. We only had 1 hit point left, but okay, cast. Cure light wounds. Cast another magic missile. Bam! Now 6 hit points. Nice. Nice. Haste doesn't do anything like make it easier for us to hit them. Ow! Just healed him like 7 hit points and you take him down to... Well, I healed him like 5 hit points and him down to 1. Ugh. Protect Egrim. Protect Egrim. Nicely done. You also see Volkmar is able to move further. It's twice as fast. You're able to move 18 squares. 24 squares. There we go. Guard. Egrim. Yep. There. Cast. Cure light wounds. Okay, that's alright. Nope. 142 experience points. Volkmar went up another level. Hooray! And there was no loot. Save. C. No. Go in here. A zombie with grey, leathery, hard skin gazes at you with hate-filled eyes. That seems a bit more than a zombie. Looks very green to me. Ooh. Just one zombie. It's called a Juju zombie. 24 hit points. Scores are 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Saves are 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. AC is 6. Thacker is 13. 1 attack per round at 3d4 plus 0. And it's got a bunch of other things on it which I can't see what it is because it just labels them as $5B, 5D, 5E, 6E, 75, 77, 7D. So not actually listing the names of those abilities. Let me have a look. D&D Juju Zombie. Okay, let's see. First edition. Size is medium. Alignment is neutral evil. Oh, okay. Activity is night. Yeah. A typical Juju zombie resembles an ordinary zombie, with its flesh grey, leathery, and hard, and the monster's eyes communicate its desire to destroy all things living. Created by potent magics, they are stronger, faster, and more cunning than the basic shambling corpse. I really like how this wiki, Forgotten Realms wiki, is written in the past tense. Unlike a normal zombie, Juju zombies retain their consciousness and the awareness of their undead state, making them horribly vicious and cruel. For this reason, Juju zombies were popular among raid wizards and could be found in great numbers in Thay. They could use tools, use throwing weapons, as well as bows and crossbows. They partially exist on the negative material plane, making them only vulnerable to magical weapons. Zombies are also immune to mind effect spells, illusion, poison, electricity, magic missiles, death, and cold spells. Now, I don't know how much of this is relevant to first edition. I would imagine these stats of them and all that changed over the edition, but understand they also have resistance to fire. They understand language and take commands. They prefer simple tactics and strategies in combat. They were dexterous enough to easily scale and climb walls with ease. Okay, so they're just like a better zombie. Yeah. Okay, fine. Well, it was just a zombie. We can smack it down with the same. Stab. We've still got haste on. Yeah, we do. No, there it goes. Okay, well, job done, fellas. Let's go off. Time for tea. 29 experience points. Hooray! And we got no loot. Various objects are scattered about. Will you pick them up? Sure. Ideas found treasure. Each character receives 874 experience points. That makes it worth it. Balagar. Take the money, of course. 290 silver, 110 gold. Like we needed, really. And, there's a potion, there's a wand, and 2 clerical scrolls with 2 spells on them. Okay. The clerical scrolls, since I've mentioned a few times, I feel I should mention. I try and mention this stuff every time because, at least from what I know, about D&D is there's a lot of like small details. So I try and call them out when they pop up, just so that people who are just tuning in might not understand things. Unlike magic users, or our mages, Egrim and Elspeth, Volkmar and Durton, they don't need to scribe spells into their spellbook. They don't even have a spellbook in practice. They get their spells from their god when we're encamped and we're memorizing spells. They're actually praying to their gods to get those spells. So when we find clerical scrolls, we can essentially think of those as extra casts of various spells which we might not necessarily which we don't have to memorize. I can use magic user scrolls in the same way. I can cast a scroll of fireball and get the fireball spell that way. However, because magic users need to scribe spells into their spellbook, if I find magic user scrolls, the first order of business for me with regards to the magic user scrolls is to inscribe the spells on them before casting them, because I don't want to, find a scroll of fireball, cast it, and then I might not get the spell later on. It's better to describe it so that you always have it. So yeah. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Nope. Okay. I like the effect that the going up the stairs? Or is it going down the stairs? I'm not too sure. It could be either way. I think they said the zombie shambled down the stairs, so it's like a crypt above ground. Okay. In camp, C. No. And our haste is gone. Ooh, corner of the graveyard. Is there anything here? Nope. I wonder if these tombstones change every time you play the game. Probably not. They would be specific textures set to walls which have alpha channel on them. Like the partially destroyed walls we've seen in the city. Okay, there's another little room there. Oh, is it a plus symbol? Oh no. Oh. Okay. Let's go back down here. I like that we're not getting attacked constantly in here. That's rather nice. Constant attacks is a bit tiring. Okay. See? No. There we go. Whites appear from behind the tower. Ah, look at that crazy hair. That's terrible. It's horrifying. I don't like that. Oh, great. They start in combat with us. That's even worse. Great. Whites. Yeah, they have, level drain. Turn them, please. You didn't turn any of them. Oh, damn it. Did they level drain Durton? I don't think they did. Oh no, they did. Because he's lost all of the experience points. I get caught on the, diagonals. I don't think that he's, actually in combat on the diagonal. I'm gonna reload that. I don't want Durton to lose a level. Because he'll lose, prayer and all that. Though prayer is a bit iffy. It'll be fun, I think, to play a AD&D campaign. As long as everyone involved knew that the characters you were making were completely disposable and probably were going to die and very quickly. So make several backup ones. Let me see. What was I doing? Pool. Oh, let's go to look up something. Pool of Radiance. Prayer. Because this spell doesn't seem to function the way it's listed in the game. This is a combat spell that lowers all thackos and saving throws for friendly combatants by 1 and raises them by 1 for all unfriendly combatants. It has a 60-foot radius and lasts 1 round for each level of the character. Yeah, that's what the manual says, but I don't think it functions like that in game because so far I've cast it twice. It's only affected the spellcaster. Doesn't say anything about the people having to be in combat or not. Like it doesn't affect people in combat. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. See, search, and go here. Cast pray. Volkmar's praying. Okay. Bless. Everyone's blessed. Fine. Don't need cure disease. Durton. Just gonna have to go for it. Whites appear from behind the tower. They look like little green goblins. I like their crazy hair. I said that last time, but and their blue cape. Okay. Honk! Don't do the same thing. Stop. Turn. Oh, thank Lord. We turned all of them. Oh. I can't cast Hold Person on them, I don't think. I think we could actually cast Stinking Cloud on them. Can we? No, whites are undead. We could try. I don't think it would affect them, though. I can't remember whether I cast it on them last time. Let's see, Hold Person. Does this work? I don't think it does. Nope. It let us cast it on them, but it didn't do anything. Cast. You got Magic Missile and Detect Invisibility. Just cast Magic Missile on them. Get rid of this one. Bam! 6 hit points. Thank you. Cast. I've got a Stinking Cloud. Get to here. Cast Stinking Cloud. Cast it there. Okay, didn't do anything. Just keep running away. Don't want to have to deal with you. It's scary. Okay, this is where we could get our magical... what's it called? Magical bows out. Ah! Okay. Move to there. Guard. Guard. Scampers, you don't have magical sling, so you're just gonna have to sit there. Balagar. Unequip the two-handed sword. Equip the short bow and... take these arrows. Aim. Manual. Nice, nice. Guard. We're just going to be shooting them down the hallway, aren't we? These ones. Go all out. It might be arrows +1, but hey. Bam! Got 4 hit points. Go to here. Gonna have to chase them down. I just hope they don't end up running out of being turned and turn around and come back. Done. No. I want you to... You can't move? Done. Delay. Done. Delay. Why can't I move you? Aim. Quit. Done. Quit. You can move. There. You were just really tired? I don't know. I couldn't move you for a turn. Bam! Hit. Nice. Don't attack Durton. Don't stab him in the back. You are a thief, but oh. I reset your position. Aim. There we go. I like how you can move as far as you want at your maximum distance and still get a shot off. Okay, nope. Aim. Next. Let's cycle through the targets. Okay, previous target, that one. I press enter, and you actually have to press target. But you have to press T, whereas for manual aiming, you just have to put it over it and then press enter. That's why I use manual aiming all the time. Consistency in the UI key commands, folks. Please. I implore SSI back in 1980. We may as well keep shooting them. I want to get in melee with them and get them, let them get 3 hits on off on us. Better we expend the arrows and not lose a level. Try to be all cool about it, get into melee and lose a level and have to redo the entire fight again. Okay, nearly done. Hit points. Dealt. 2 more left. Come on. And there we go. Ah, okay. Quit. Quit. No. 467 experience points. Exit. Dalagar. Before I forget, take off that. Equip the 2-handed sword. Again, Irala. Items. Take off the short bow, equip the long sword and the shield. Yep, that's fine. Encamp, save, C, and no. Right. Oh, that fight really shows how far we've come along. Whereas before we were struggling with some ghouls at 1 white, we just managed to deal with 6 whites. I think from a lucky turn undead, but having a higher mage to the point where having a higher cleric to the point where you're actually able to cast turn undead on it is quite nice. The lower chamber is filled with glass and fur objects of all types. A sharp crack splits the air and you are stung. Okay. Didn't apparently do anything? Yeah. Okay. We'll just leave. Apparently something doesn't want us in there. I'm going to go back and go to this little T-shaped area down there. We might go into that other tower. Okay, let's see. Encamp, C, no, and go in. We're also looking for some other people here. Let's see. Proclamation. Get information about graveyard. Possibly a vampire or a demon in the graveyard. That's journal entry 11 there. Get information about missing peoples at graveyard. Find Timog the Invincible in the graveyard. Clear city block. Right, yeah. That's another one. So, we've got to find Timog the Invincible in here somewhere. Oh, hello. With slow, ominous creaks, mummies open their sarcophagi. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Lightning strikes on it. That's a pretty cool image. Paralyzed with fear? Oh no. Held. Wow. That's not good. Durton. Move here. Turn undead. There's only 2 mummies. Oh man. Oh crap. God. Aim. Oh boy. God. Ah, Scampus is dead. Or dying. Okay, I didn't read out the stats for the mummies. Okay. No, don't. Okay. Mummy. 33 hit points. Scores are 18 to 51. Okay, so that's its strength. So it's got strength 18. That's what the scores are. Scores are its physical attributes. So it's got 18 strength and to 18 strength to 51. I don't know exactly what the one in brackets means. It's sort of like an extra on top of that. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Saves are 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. AC is 3. Thaco is 13, which is pretty damn good. 1 attack per round, 1d12 plus 0. It's got a bunch of extra effects again listed under there. Can I have a look? Let's see what the wiki says again. D&D First Edition Mummy. I mean, the chances of us getting the rules for them and all that. The image in the game is again the image of the mummy from first edition. Oh, apparently mummies are lawful evil. They have dark vision, and they speak common, and the language isn't new in life. Mummies cause fear in the living on sight, and any creature they touch is affected by a rotting curse called mummy rot. That's yeah, I remember that. Mummy rot is a condition inflicted upon victims by the touch of a mummy. It was usually fatal unless cured. Inability to heal, dust filling lungs, body turning to dust. Contact. Incubation period 1 minute to 1 day. Requires a remove curse. Yeah. Wasn't that what you needed in Icewind Dale 2 or whatever? You had to drink mummy's tea or something? I think that actually mummy's tea was just the thing which cured disease. Oh, that was weird. You're like vials of mummy's tea, and it's like, oh, this is created by, you know, steeping mummy wrappings in water. Like, okay. Like that whole sarcophagus and people wanting to drink the water out of it. Ick. Undead guardians of tombs and vaults of honored dead. They patrolled their homes with dedication, remaining alert for signs of tomb robbers or others who would desecrate their assigned lair. There's actually a later one of these CRPGs which I'm rather looking forward to getting to. Which is based in a sort of Egyptian style area. It's focused around mummies. Because they can be really quite powerful. Yeah, okay, so they've just got great strength. And they have a virulent disease, curse that acts as a disease. Mummy's rot. They're slow, but they're tough. That's about it. Okay, bandage. Scampers isn't going to die just yet. Cast, and we can't cast sleep on them. I like their attack. They're like, whoa! They put both their fists up. Come on, you want a piece of this? Hoo-yah! Over there. Ow! Hello! Welcome, welcome. Can I want to try and turn the mummies again? Yeah. Hey, you succeeded! Nice job. Guard, punch that mummy. One's dead. We'll try and kill both of them. They're probably worth a fair bit of experience points. God. No, it's getting away! After him! My experience points! Ow. Uh-oh. Belagar is diseased, mummy. And so is Arala. Gonna have to cure that. Thankfully, we have got remove curse. Cast. Yeah, we have got cure disease. We'll cast that after the battle. God. Oh. They're wasting away. Their lungs are filling with... what's that? Dust. Horrible way to go. We got a new party member. We do. Temporary party member. Durton here is a NPC who's joined with us to clear a temple of Bane in the city, but we've taken a detour and we're clearing the temple. Clearing the graveyard. Because another priest for that will be quite useful. And it's proving so. Having 2 people who can cast Turn Undead is very useful in the graveyard. Okay, 4 hit points. Guard. And dead. Right. Now, we're going to have to cure disease. That's remove curse. So that's on Irala and Belagar. Go there. Cast. Don't have cure disease. So you can go down to here and cast on Scampers a heal. Cast cure disease on camp only spell. Okay, fine. Done. Guard. Yes. Guard. Cast. Cure light wounds. On Scampers. No. Actually, yes, because I want to see something. I was just thinking, all this up the top here is giving me a lot more information than I normally would have, so I kind of want to see whether we'd be able to tell if our characters were diseased during a battle. Just looking at this screen here. I don't see anything in particular. Maybe they're diseased, but it hasn't started appearing yet? Because it did say it had an incubation period, but it was like 1 minute to 1 day, so... Guard. Guard. Oh. 471 experience points. That's nice. Okay, and no loot. Encamp. Save. D. No. Volkmar. Magic. Cast a cure disease on Belagar. Nice. It's 1 person healed. Exit. Look. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. Okay, there was just mummies in there. Let's leave the graveyard and we'll come back. After we've healed Irala. Or cured Irala of this mummy's rot. Disease has been nasty. Nope. Magic. Memorize. Cure disease. We've got... Oh. Remove curse, bestow curse. Prayer. Get a prayer. And then go and get a... Hold person. Up here. I think just cure light wounds. Okay. Already got a cure light wounds. Yeah, just cast it on the Belagar there. Go. This is where you read on the stat screens and stat thick. Oh, that would be Thaco. Not quite. Why does a cleric have animate dead? Well, I mean it. In case you want to raise the dead. What it does it brings a person back, but as a zombie. It's not a resurrect. It's kind of useful that way. Well, I can't get a ray of enfeeblement since we're not going to be making much use of stinking clouds. Magic missile, and just get 3 magic missiles. And you can get a haste again. Okay, Durton. Do you have any Q live wounds? You do. Cast 1 on Scampers. And exit. Memorize. 3 Cure Light Wounds. And you can get a prayer as... Might want to cure disease. Rest. Good, you memorized all that. Volkmar, cast your cure disease. On a roller. Good. She's all better. Heal up Belagar. Memorize. No, not a balls like wounds. That. And get another cure disease. Come across one or 2 mummies, we will probably find some more. Cast a cure light wound on Irala. And another. And another on Scampers. There we go. Memorize. There we go. And rest. Game-wise, yeah, but lore-wise, isn't it exactly the opposite of the role of clerics? Well... maybe I can understand your... I can understand the reasoning. I don't know what the actual sort of reasonings for a cleric to have animate dead is. It's obvious if they're a evil cleric, because there are evil gods clerics can be dedicated to, and they may not have any real, feelings one way or the other about raising something as a zombie. Though our party is good aligned, so I don't really know. It's just a spell that clerics get. At least in first in AD&D first edition. I think later on Animate Undead more summoned a bunch of skeletons or something like that, rather than raising a corpse from the rather than raising like a party member or a body as a zombie. It just summoned a bunch of skeletons, which sort of sounds a bit more like a the work of a necromancer, but it's not like raising the undead there. It's more like just summoning skeletons out of thin air. This is how it was usually depicted. I'm not the most knowledgeable on the finer details of D&D spells like this, so I understand, though it is a bit odd. I don't know what god Volkmar would be worshipping. I don't know if any spells are specifically restricted based on which gods they worship. Clerics are just a class in the spells you get for that, and any of the gods you can worship will give you the spells which clerics can learn. There's not really spells specific to different gods. Memorize that. Egrim. You memorized your things? You have. Elspeth, you have. Yes. Durton, you're memorizing that. Yes. And rest. There we go. Okay. Encamp, save, B, no, go back to town, graveyard, and enter again. Burp. Okay, I mean, clerics can learn resurrect later on, which actually raises someone who's dead back up as they were before they died, as long as their corpse isn't terribly injured, because it's like bringing their spirit back into their body. But we won't get to the point where we have that spell. This game only goes up to 3rd level spells. Though I think maybe the later ones in the series Might go higher. I'm not too sure. I haven't looked at them yet. You stand before a huge tower. The single entrance is locked and strongly built. Wait, warning voices cry from within. We are the spirits of those who fought the dragons. Leave us or die. Okay. Do you leave? Yeah, for the moment. None of the other undead, though, have talked to us in this whole time, so, I questioned that. Pick the lock. Bash the lock. Anything in here? Nope. This little tomb. Resurrect makes sense. Animated Dead looks more like a necromancer spell than a cleric spell. I mean, yeah. There's not a necromancer class in first edition AD&D. The classes we have are the classes which there were. Fighter, Thief, Cleric, Magic User. And that's really it, isn't it? Fighter, Thief, Cleric, Magic User. Yeah, that's all the classes. So there's sort of overlap. It was also I don't know the entire reason. It was still in its like infancy, so later on more classes were added. Might cover those things, but Animate Dead might have just been added because it was a neat idea. Lower chamber is filled with glass. Yes, it. We're stung again, but I don't know by what. Oh, hello. You surprise a figure as it summons a wight. Parlay. The spectre has noticed you. Okay. That's not a wight. That's a spectre. AC, 38. Score is 10 across the board. Saves are 10, 11, 12, 12, 13. AC is 2. Thacker is 12. We've fought one of these before. It drains 2 levels when it hits us. Try and turn it. We didn't succeed. Stab it! Poke. Damn it! Scamper's got hit and drained 2 levels. I gotta reload. No level drain on my party, especially not 2 levels. Ugh. Level drain is a big deal. At B, I think it is. Yep, there we go. Okay. Makes sense for a tabletop game, not so much for a video game. However, these games tend to be very, well, very faithful to the source material. Makes sense or not. Combat. Okay, it's the same as it was. Wham! Turn. You weren't successful. Cast. Magic missile. Bam! Cast. Magic missile. Oh, good. Okay, we managed to hit it before it hit us. And, killed it very, very quickly. I suppose because it didn't attack us, we got an extra round on top of that? Nope. 1,915 experience points. Nice. And everyone does a dance. Take. 2,000 gold. Can't take that much. 1,000 gold. Can't take that much. 500 gold. Can't take that much. Can't take 100. Errata. Oh, actually, hold on. Take the jewels. There's a lot of platinum there too. Okay. Like we need all this. We really, really don't. Yeah. 1,500 gold. We just got 555 platinum, which is times 5 the value of gold. Pull it, share it out. Exit. Here we go. Save. C. No. And look. We surprised a figure. Nothing there. Nothing there. Yeah, it said we surprised a figure about white, with some of the white, but then we fought a spirit. I don't know. Oh, white. That's a spectre. Yeah, a spectre, not a spirit. Oh, white. Bum bum. Let's continue up here. Shadowy forms flow from between the gravestones. Oh, great. 2 more spectres. Fantastic. Ah. Ow! Damn it. Other guy's drained. Wop wop. Reload. It's kind of lame, but I'm just not going to accept it. It's just going to make things take longer. I think in later D&D games, level drain is nowhere near as obnoxious. In this, I believe level drain is permanent. There's a right area. It's just like, oh, you were hit. 2 levels gone. I did save after that, didn't I? Yes, I did. I saved on C. In this, level drains are permanent. It's just, as I said, you hit 2 levels gone, or 1 level gone. Whereas in later ones, it's like, you've got a level gone, but you can actually get it back if you remove the effects of the drain level. Which is much more reasonable. It's only temporary. That's how it is in Neverwinter Nights. Okay, search. Go over this way. I could probably mount and blade 2 Bannerlord with my PC specs. I'm not sure if I could stream it, but maybe with a lot of settings. Maybe. I haven't actually looked at it too closely. I've said before, it's still in... what's it called? Early access. So, I would kind of like to wait for them to finish it completely. Or I really consider purchasing it. But, I mean, my computer's not that bad. I was looking at upgrading the CPU sometime. Okay. Go in. Oh, we can't go in there? It says there's a door. Well, whatever. Those whites. We go in here, perhaps. I don't want to deal with those whites. Go in here. Inside the ruins of a black marble crypt is a coffin filled with dust. Among the piles of dust are several broken crosses, vials of spilled holy water, and a scroll. You read the scroll. Yes. The scroll is placed in your journal as entry 43. I had a thought there and I was like, do I want to read it? It might be a summoning scroll. But, you know. Even if it is. Okay, what's this? Entry 43. Okay. I'll just bring this up so people can follow along with it. What we're reading. Just yeah. Try and get it all onto the page at once. There we go. Okay, so this is what we're reading here. A loosely wrapped scroll. Aramolg the Good, paladin and brother of Timolg the Invisible, and Sarasim of Teshwave, the high priestess of Sune, attacked the denizens of the Velhingen graveyard with a holy vengeance. They came in search of Timolg and his mercenary band, who assaulted the graveyard and did not return. Yes, virus protection, go away. Sarasim used her holy power to dissipate and turn the undead that confronted them. Aramolg wielded his Vorpal sword and slew the few that fought her power. Ooh, Vorpal sword. Together, Aramolg and Sarasim penetrated the graveyard to an evil marble crypt. They found and splintered an empty coffin, blessing the remains and sprinkling it with holy water. Then they confronted the owner of the coffin, a creature of great evil and the leader of the undead in Velhingen, an ancient vampire. The three began a furious melee. The vampire was swayed by Aramolg and Sarasim's power, but would not be turned. The vampire shouted, "I have defeated Timolg and his warriors. I will defeat the brother of Timolg as well." The vampire summoned an army of rats and tried to charm Sarasim to his side, but to no avail. Sarasim resisted his charms, and Aramolg charged through the massed vermin. The vampire fell before the mighty blows of Aramolg's holy sword and Sarasim's enchanted mace. Defeated, the ancient vampire dissolved into gas and fled to his coffin. Finding the coffin destroyed, he returned to solid form and screamed. Seizing the moment, Aramolg grabbed the vampire and held him with all of his strength. Sarasim ran up and drove an oaken stake through the vampire's heart. Aramolg and Sarasim performed the proper rituals to banish the vampire forever. Then, wounded, Aramolg and Sarasim left Velhingen graveyard. It was beyond their power to completely cleanse the evil place, but they had extracted proper vengeance for the death of Timolg and his troops, or Tiamolg and his troops. Okay, so we learned what happened about people there, and we don't get to fight the vampire. Maybe if we came earlier, we would be able to. I don't know. Don't know if there's multiple paths like that. Do you want to do anything with the coffin? Sure, yes. What do you want to do with it? Examine, sanctify, overturn. Sanctify. You scattered the dust and place what holy items you can spare inside. Okay. We do good? I think we did good. Anything in here? Look. You're in the dusty remains of a black marble crypt. Apparently, there's just nothing there. Maybe that's why the undead were still around, because they weren't able to properly sanctify the place. So maybe we've done that and the undead are now all gone. I'm just going to go cast. Cast. Get a bless. There we go. Okay. And move forward. Shadowy forms flow. Oh. Okay, well the whites are still here. Move up and guard. Cast prayer. Guard. Guard. Yeah, prayer's only affecting Volkmar. Does he have to wait 5 turns before it, like, spreads out and affects other people? Nah. Cast. Magic missile. May as well cast in on one of them. Bonk. Okay, you won't hit. You won't hit. That's good. Don't think we can cast whole person on you. You don't count as people. Cast haste. Come on. Oh, thank Lord. Okay. Okay. Well, Ah. Hmm. That's unfortunate, but thankfully he's in a safe spot. So I tried to cast hold person on the specters, and that didn't work. However, I did succeed in casting hold person on Durton. Cast hold person on himself. And then he cast the other 2 rounds of it, so I don't know exactly how he cast the other 2 once he was held. No, don't abort spell. Come on. Haste. Nice. Ooh! Ooh! I saw that! Actually. Balagar is age 59. I saw that. It actually aged us. Okay, so that effect is in the game. That's something which should have been mentioned in the manual, perhaps. That would be nice if it did. Let's see. D&D, first edition haste. If I can, I'm gonna read the full stats of haste. AD&D. This level 3 spell, school alteration. No, this is just D&D. It's just not saying anything. It's just creatures affected by the spell will age slightly when it ends due to sped up metabolic processes. Right. Manual, it would be nice if you mentioned that. I was saying that when we first got the haste spell, that I remember them actually aging people when you cast it on them, because they're effectively living their life twice as fast, and since it wasn't mentioned in the manual, I didn't think it would affect our people like that. It's probably not that bad, but I don't know. I'm going to have to check. For Balagar, it doesn't mean too much because dwarves are quite old. Dwarves have longer lifespans. Okay, Arala. I think you started at 19 years of age, so now you're 21. So every time we cast it, you gain a year. That's quite unfortunate. I don't know. So what that means, I think that means when you get to a certain age, your stats start going down because, you know, old age kicks in, you start getting weaker. Really unfortunate. Okay, haste. Only when we really, really need it. Adventurers don't live long lives anyway. They tend to end up... Yeah, cast a ray of enfeeblement on the spectre. Does it work? Nope. And scampuses. Level drained. Reload! Okay, well, I can at least hold off on casting the haste. I was wondering whether that was something I remember from D&D, or whether that was something from possible haste spells in maybe the Might and Magic series. Because Might and Magic 6 and 3 and all that have haste spells in them. They have age in them, at least. So... Is this the right place? Yeah, right. Well, yeah, we'll try and hold off casting haste. Volkmar. Durton. Cast a bless. Go. And cast a prayer. Volkmar. Cast prayer. There we go. And move forward. buff as much as we can. God. Cast. Magic missile. Aim for the first one. I like how they're just an outline of a dude. Done. Guard. Cast. You don't have curse. Guard. Cast. Curse. So what age are you? 20. Yes, okay, it did age you 1 year. We had already cast one haste, so she is a year. Everyone is a year older than they were when they started. Should play Might and Magic, by the way. That or one of the Settlers series. Settlers 4 is a cool game. I do have Settlers 4. I did try and get it working from my CD, but I think I'd have to purchase it from GOG. Because it was a bit, I don't know. It just wasn't loading. So, and I have played a bit of the Might and Magic series. I have all of them. Might and Magic 3 up to 7 or 8 or something, I think. I would like to play through them. Might and Magic 6 and higher up more so than Might and Magic 3, 4, 5. I do like the loot system in them, but they're very I suppose roguelike is a way. It's like, you know, this area, the monsters are just too powerful, and then you go fight in another area, and then later on it's like, oh, everything's really easy. There's not much in between, I feel. That seems an odd issue to make about it. I do like them. I've watched some playthroughs of Might and Magic 7, and I like the mechanics they have in them, where you can have, like, characters turned into liches and followers, which give you bonuses to things. The magic items, creations, and all that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Might and Magic series has a nice campaign. I know about, yeah, the stories in them. Might and Magic, the whole sort of mixture of fantasy and what am I doing? Fantasy and sci-fi is very interesting. I kind of wish more settings would do that. What are you casting? Curse. Cast it there. Didn't affect any of them. Oh! Bugger. Well. Time to reload again. Settler series before the 5 and 6 are very sandboxy, even on the campaign. I never really got too far in Settlers 4. When I first got it, it was, I don't know. The game sort of teaches you a bit how the game kind of teaches you how to play it, but then it sort of doesn't. I don't think it really eases you into things past that. And if you play slow, the AI ends up building large armies and attacking you. That was always the problem I had with it. I wasn't really sure how to get an effective economy going to churn out fighters, or how much I was expected to do that. So, but I liked a lot of the mechanics in it, getting the surveyors to expand your borders and find out what resources are in the mountains, and having to set up all the food industries to support the different, you know, workers and all that you had. Probably I should start with one of the earlier ones, because it would be, you know, fewer mechanics in them, possibly. So I can sort of learn the basics and go on to the later ones. I should play this game also. Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. Well, I have played the demo of it. That is certainly one I would like to play through. I know of that. I really like the music in that. Really well done. It's all string orchestra. which is very nice. It suits the setting. Very... Ah, damn it. It's really quite somber and melancholy, and it sets the mood of the setting quite well. I think I have watched a playthrough of Arcanum. I've never played through it myself. As I said, I only played the demo, which ended, I think, just after you beat up some bullies who were guarding a bridge. It's like the starting area and quests in around there. Just gonna leave those guys, and we'll go down to this tower. We'll have a look there. This is hopefully a bit easier. We can probably we can deal with those what's it called, specters next time. Guess by who Arcanum is made? Well, yeah, it's made by Troika. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines people. Also, they did what's it called? It was Pool of Radiance, wasn't it? No, it was the Dungeon of Elemental Evil. A D&D game, which I played the demo of it. I thought it was pretty good. But I don't think later on people thought it was that good. I'm not too sure. I think it was a fine game. Maybe it just didn't do anything terribly incredible. The chamber is filled with useless clothing and rusting armor. Okay. Is there anything to find? Oh. The corner. Save. C. No. Up the stairs. Look. Nothing. Look. Save. There's a door here. What's behind the door? Oh. In a chamber filled with ruined parchments, you surprise the shape that is creating zombies. Combat. It's a spectre. Okay. Good thing we didn't wait around. Stab. Miss. Stab. Hit. Magic missile. Cast. Bless. Turn. Do specters count as undead? I'm gonna look that up. Let's see. D&D Spectre. I spell it R-E. Apparently things spell it E-R. Life Drain. Yeah, that's more recent though. That's not first edition. First edition D&D. Undead. Yeah, okay, it counts as undead. It's maybe perhaps too powerful for us to turn it. Makes sense. Bam. You're casting Bless. Okay, good. Didn't hit us. And you killed it. Ah. Nice. Good. No. 1,300 experience points. Take. That is a lot of stuff. Take the gems. And the platinum. The platinum. No. Take platinum 100, 142. We're just going to leave the gold because the platinum is much more valuable. Okay. Save. C. No. Just in case there's another attack up here. Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. There. Nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. Okay. I was looking on each of those squares. Ugh. What's behind door number 1? Zombies! Spectres seem to be weak, hit more often by magic spells. Well... Not really. It's because I'm casting Magic Missile on them. Magic Missile always hits the target. It's sort of guaranteed damage unless they have a shield spell on them or some effect which specifically protects them from Magic Missile. So... yeah, they don't get a AC or they don't get an armor roll for getting hit by Magic Missile. That's why I use it against enemies, because it's, you know, I can reliably deal some damage to them. The amount of damage Magic Missile does is variable. And I don't know to what degree it is. In later games, it summons several more magical missiles, and they hit the target. Let's see. Magic Missile. This is a combat spell that does 2 to 5 points of damage to the target. No saving throw. Every 2 levels, the magic user gets 1 missile. So magic users of the 3rd level and 4th level get 2 missiles, and those of the 5th and 6th levels get 3 missiles. And they're all fired at once. So even though it looks like it's 1 missile, we're actually casting 3 shots at them. So we can do a maximum of 15 damage with the Magic Missile, or a minimum of 6. So that's pretty good. Consistent damage I can deal with the targets. Though. We fought a Juju zombie earlier, which was over here? Yeah, it was over here. And apparently that was immune to Magic Missile, but I didn't cast any Magic Missiles against it because it wasn't a big enough threat to warrant using a magic. Anyway, I'm going to encamp, and we're not actually injured. No, look at that. We've got full hit points. We've nearly cleared out the entire graveyard. The only thing I'd want to do would be to leave... I just pressed Y. Quit to DOS. Probably have it just before the fight. If we do, that's not a big issue. I save very regularly, so we wouldn't have lost any major progress. Load. Let's see. C. Actually, I might have just saved. Yeah, that's just after the fight. No problem. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it there for Pool of Radiance for tonight. We've made a fair bit of progress. We've pretty much cleared out the entirety of the graveyard. Valhingen graveyard. We've found out what happens to Time Olg, the Invincible. He was killed by a vampire. Or he and his band of mercenaries was killed by a vampire. But they were avenged by some other people who came and dealt with the vampire. I don't know if we had arrived earlier. Would the vampire have been there? I don't know. I don't know whether events in this game are sort of based off of a time period or not. Certainly I don't think we could have dealt with this that much earlier. Because there's a lot of skeletons and zombies to go through. And the spectres and wights are certainly quite tough to deal with. I could probably memorize a fireball, actually, to use against those wights. That would help. Deal some damage to both of them. Rather than casting haste. 2 fireballs. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Next time we'll leave and rememorize our spells and then come back and deal with the specters up here. Clear out this room. Clear out this room. If we can. Apparently there's some spooky ghosts in there. I was actually thinking it would be some survivors trying to scare people off, but it might not actually be. I don't know what this is. There was no door here. So even though it looks like there's one on the map. Maybe I'll have another look at it later. But yeah, we've cleared out. There's not actually that much in here. A lot of open space. But yes, that will be it for Pool of Radiance for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. And we'll continue with it next time.